We on episode V. Um, we have been finagling with the roster and everything, and trying to get everything in order. Uh, it ain't looking too gravy. We're gonna do the best that we can with what we got at the end of the day. Um, I'm really looking into starting Ty Johnson. We might run Ty Johnson. I like to change the direction of Michael Carter. I really do. But his speed, his acceleration, it's a whole nother story. He ain't got no juke. Damn, that's terrible. So, yeah, no. Crowder, 5'10", 178. It's real small. Denzel Mims, 92, 91, 92, 78. Change of directions. So one thing about receivers, change of directions is very key because guess what that implies? COD, change of direction, not Call of Duty. Change of direction is basically post routes, in routes, out routes, curl routes, dig slants. They're changing direction, and you need to have elite change of direction skills. So remember my elite skills chart. 95 is elite because 95 and to 99 is no big of a difference. Um, so these guys are fairly well. I like Corey Davis, but it's low, just right up under the elite. I don't see, and then it's elite because a lot of when you're upgrading these players, they don't generally get a lot of change direction traits. So certain things you want to start high, you know. So certain positions you want to start high. You want to get the fastest guy, you know, the best acceleration guy for agility and change of direction, stuff like that. Let me see. Jeff Smith, he's not bad. 6'1", 195, 93 speed apiece. So I'm going to slowly but surely move him up the depth chart with that. Braxton Berrios is not bad either. I don't like. So we're going to try to move this guy up this depth chart as high as we can. Jamison Crowder will be a slot. Um, Means, I mean, he 6'3", 207, which is good. 92 speed, which is good. 91 acceleration is good. 92 agility is good, but change of direction of 78 is terrible. So when you see a guy that has a lot of low change of direction, they're just streak routes. I'm sorry, they're streak route getters. His jump is probably yes. He look jump at 93. I mean that's what you get from those guys. So kind of like the game kind of breaks down what these guys are capable of doing. Not saying you can't boost this guy to a 99 overall, but why waste your time when he won't be elite? You want guys that's going to be elite. So you just say, for instance, Elijah Moore, you boost him to a 99, he might get a few hits and change of direction. But if you look at all the elite receivers, we'll start. Let's see, Pat Devontae Adams. See what his change direction is, if we can see it. It's at 92. Patriots don't have an elite receiver. Neither does the Rams, Lions, Jets, Jags, 49ers football team, Falcons, Eagles, Dolphins, Cowboys. Let's see what Amari Cooper's is. 94. CeeDee Lamb 89. So I mean, like seeing that, that's nasty. You already know Tariq Hill's gonna have a high change of direction. I mean, it's Keenan Allen. Let's see what his is. 89. It's on the low side. I don't see how guys can have an 92 agility, but an 89 change of direction. That's like kind of weird. Rondale Moore, 91. I mean, it's starting to look like the most elite guys that don't really have a high change of direction. Well, some of them don't, but at the end of the day, that's what you want. The agility and the change of direction is key. Odell Beckham, 93. 96 change of direction. Broncos. Look at that, Jerry Judy. That's nice. Hmm. Bills. Stephon Diggs, 96. 93. Isaiah McKenzie. Not bad. He's just undersized. So let's see what Jamar Chase is. 91, 86. Falcons got a tight end. I think his change of direction is very stiff. 78. That's nasty. That's really nasty. But I guess for most tight ends, I would assume it's high. Let's go look at. Yeah, I guess 70. Who else is a nice tight end? Let's go look at Noah Fant. Ingram, 81. We're just looking at 89 agility. What? I need a towel for Tutu. But we're gonna get into this gameplay as soon as my opponent is online. So we got the Patriots. There we go.
Lincoln Tunnel, through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the New England Patriots. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports.
All right.
They go play action with Wilson. And his first look is incomplete. These two teams, Charles, the Jets and the Patriots, great rivals in the AFCs going back to the beginning of the Super Bowl era. Been a long time.
Can't miss that.
Of course, in the recent memory, the Patriots, they have dominated, and that's capital D dominated. But, you know, change comes eventually, and the Jets, they've got a new coach.
You cannot miss that.
This rivalry, you feel like it could get very interesting again in a hurry.
Absolutely, because as we learned in 2020, it's no longer Tom Brady is guaranteed to win the division because he's no longer there. And we saw Buffalo take command in 2020. So this division, more open than it's been for the last 20 years or so.
Cannot miss that.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, defense, set the tone, defense, let's go. Hey, one set,
Now Wilson.
Oh my
That
God.
is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last
You gotta
week,
catch the
and
ball,
nothing has
G.
changed. They're still moving around quickly.
What are y'all
and forcing
doing?
incompletions.
Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt.
Gotta
with
catch
no
the rock.
return, and the Patriots take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going right side is White. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing Jones. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that.
Now this is intercepted. He's trying to give it to Davis. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
You make a good play on
Extra point
defense
right
and you give
down
it
the
like
middle.
that.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I don't know about it. Let's fix it.
And that'll carry over the back line
He's
of the
a
end
rookie.
zone for a touchback.
He a rookie.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carter to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Crunch. 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 Yes!
A handoff for Carter.
Ooh, tackle me.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a 2nd-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the 2nd pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Out the other way. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's me because I forgot the
A
double
hole to
team.
dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Scene 6. 43. 48. Ready.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
The New England Patriots were seeking a good edge rusher, and Matt Judon is now providing that, having come over from Baltimore. 30.5 sacks the last 4 years there. They expect him to get to the quarterback frequently in Patriots red and blue.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
General. West. Check 31. Check 31. Slam.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant. 53 for Mike.
Off play action. Jones. Escaping the pressure right.
Fumble the ball.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that,
I don't know where that safety was going. That safety was coming. That safety was coming downhill. 3rd and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions?
That was a nice move. Not against that nigga.
Touchdown.
I get used to this. It feels like it's slower.
James White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run. Check three.
Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Airing one out for Crowder. And
come on.
Gonna be incomplete.
That's his specialty.
Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise.
Move out of the pocket.
Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Really
back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, one set. Check. Fellas, let's go.
Let's go, D.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive
We need,
side to start making plays.
we need the turnover.
Throw to the
Like,
end
come
zone
on.
first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down and goal. Jones, the quick slant caught.
Gotta
They'll
get
wind
that
up
pick.
getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Harris diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now it's Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
61. Matchbox. Light.
Begin.
Haywood.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Grace don't travel. Ready, go.
They'll run with Carter. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Come on, set. And Lobo. Box try.
Mike 48.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
48. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
48, Mike, 48, Mike. Exit.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Jones. And his pass incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Fielded at the 43. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
Face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Yep.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Hey, check right 57.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Opting to run again here with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Henry's got it, out on the left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jones now, off the play fake. Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. For a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Slam, slam, slam. Rub seats fill. Rock it.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Yo, 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 yo.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, Tucson. You got tight. You got tight right there. Topper.
This is Cordero Patterson. Remember, he won a ring with a pass. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, read.
Single, slot, slot.
Ready, go.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, a run with Carter. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Going for it, it's Carter. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
First down, here's White. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, they go back to White again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Carter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now the rookie's free. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 13. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A-plus effort right there.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
113 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. Here's White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off the play fake. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you, son. There you go.
Here's Wilson. And this one too low.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They hand this off to Harris. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory.
This will
now
conclude game number 2, baby. Game number 2. I think this game is a little slower than the other leagues.
So for the Pats,
I think it's on slow.
A great
it feels slow.
Performance as they come
Either
out
the
of
game feels slow, or my players are just that much slower.
Meanwhile, for the Jets,
slow.
They'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Highs and low of the game, passing offense is struggling because it's going to struggle. Run game was a little bit better, but it was actually a lot better. But we got to, my passing, it's like it switched. Last week, my passing was a little bit better, even though I threw some picks. So my running was kind of but then this week it was a little better. Defensively, we got to stop the run, and I'm trying to throw bodies in there. It'll come together in a few weeks. Once we keep boosting the people up, it'll come together eventually. But we got to be able to stop the run. If you can't stop the run in any game, it's just because you can be in for a long day. They'll be able to do whatever they want to do as far as, passing the ball, play action. Just opens up everything. And then we can't give him the ball back. He threw 4 picks, he threw 2. So those are chances that we were getting back into the game. But we gave them back to him with the interceptions. The offensive line is really, really bad. I might have to really look at the line. I'm definitely going to have to look at my offensive line. Because I peeked at them, but I didn't. The Jets, like I said, the Jets is a real live rebuild game, rebuild mode as soon as you pick them. I mean, I got Christian Barmore in there getting sacks from the nose tackle. But we got to eliminate the turnovers. The quarterback can't make the throws right now that I want him to make, but I'm just putting him in bad positions. He can't even hit slant routes. Slant route to the crib. Hurt. We moved the ball fairly well. To punt only 2 times, but we gave 4 interceptions. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out this offensive line and see what this line looking like. I'm definitely gonna have to do that. Did you have fun in your life? Of course I did. Make fun in every game. We want to be more competitive at the end of the day. We want to be more competitive. I don't know why it goes straight to. I could just stay in the franchise mode. Let me see. I'm gonna have to check out this roster for the offensive line. Because it's bad. If I have to cut people and go into free agency, I gotta do what I gotta do. Woo. As far as him, like, he ain't gonna play. That dude cut. He need to cut all this trash and dead weight. Serviceable. This is my best lineman, so I mean. You gotta use him accordingly. But, Let me me see. Run block power. It's not bad. Impact block is low because of the hits. Connor McGlovern. Serviceable. And obviously Tucker at the right tackle spot. I mean, they can hold up. They can hold it up. They can hold it up. Carl Lawson's getting paid buku bucks. Hey, there was something that I seen online on YouTube about this, um, about the scouting thing. Not the scouting, but the practice thing. Yeah, so I gotta get ready for my daughter's basketball game. Well, it's a jamboree scrimmage or whatever. So she's a freshman playing varsity. So I gotta get ready for this game. So we got to figure this stuff out. Definitely got to figure it out. Defensively, I don't. Eesh. Defensively, you gotta have. If you're running a 4-3, you gotta have a guy that's gonna be able to rush the passer or be able to lock up on in coverage. So it's one or the other. Wow, bad. How many fucking Carters do we got on this team? Shit, they might as well be twins. Or Michael Carter 1 and Michael Carter 2. Uh, whew, man, this team is bad all around. I mean, you're the Jets. You don't get no better than that. Offensively, bro, like I like the addition to Cordell Patterson. I do like him. I like the addition of that. He feels a little wiggly. I like Cordell Patterson. Um, but as far as my receivers go, they're just really undersized. They're not really receivers I would go after. So that's another thing too. I don't really have the talent I want, so we gotta get it. Oh man. Braxton Berrios, Denzel Mims. Oh, I like Corey Davis. I do. I don't like Crowden. I don't like Moore at all. I don't. Braxton Berry. They're just too little. They're too little. They're undersized, and you can't throw jump ball. Well, you shouldn't throw jump balls to them in the first fucking place. So I don't want to say that. Certain routes, and then in space they can get clobbered, and it's always a possession catch. I just they're just not ideal for me. 5'10", 178 is really thin. Like that's thin. And you're only 92 speed. I don't know how dynamic you can be with being that speed. Whew. Then we got to figure out this here too, because like my tight end's got to be better than this. Like Danielle Hunter has always been a great blocker. I don't understand why they doing him so dirty with the stats. This guy's probably the worst one. Yeah, he is the worst one. Look at lead block, 49, impact block, 65, 78. So Trayvon Wiseco will be the fullback, tight end one. He's got to be tight end two, tight end three. This is bad. Well, I mean, who needs a tight end in the first place? I think I have it like that. We're good together. This team will get itself together at the end of the day. It'll figure itself out. But as far as receivers go, we're definitely gonna have to do something here. I'm gonna elevate Jeff Smith, even though he has some speed, change of direction. I like it. Elijah Moore is gonna be at the end of the day the Crowder replacement. Mims is basically a Smith, plays Smith spot. Smith can't really do nothing too much or too crazy, but we gotta get some. That'll be that. That'll be that. The line is what the line is gonna be. Quinn Williams. Yeah, the old lady's getting on my head about getting ready to leave. Shit, we do gotta get ready and go. But let me check the settings and see like the speed of the game because it feels fucking slow, bro. I don't see. I don't see the speed. It should be a speed somewhere. I don't know. User settings. See what that is too, because game option and play call auto flip off defense, whatever the fuck that shit is. All right. Accessibility, visual feedback, game controls, graphics. Well, maybe there isn't. Maybe you can't boost it. Well, anyways, guys, this will conclude this video. We scored 7 points on offense, 7 points on defense, 12-point loss. It's ugly. We'll get it together. We ain't worried about it, bro. I mean, we're the Jets. We gotta stop the run. We will stop the run. Guarantee we will stop the run. I'll catch you guys on the next one.